Hello, Taurus. Elsie here to do a reading for you. It is just a daily reading for you, Taurus. I come here a few times a week to give you some daily readings. And that's what this is. So whatever wants to come out, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Hello, how are you? Hope you're well today. It is Thursday, one more day to the Friday. Thank you for clicking here. If you are someone who is always clicking here, I do appreciate you always. And if you are someone who's brand new, I hope you'll reach out and touch that thumbs up, because this high vibe and tribe, yeah, we're calling in Taurus all the time. Y'all do such a great job of it too. The likes that I get on these videos are out of this world. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. All right, what do we got here? Close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. Can you be happy if you don't have the love of your life? Yes. Stop paying attention to the love of your life. Stop giving your power away like that. Why do you have all of your focus on the person that you want, the person in the future, the person? Why? You're supposed to be focusing on the self, regardless of your circumstances. Close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can feel joyful without being in a relationship. And for those of you who can't, that's even a bigger problem. The relationship isn't your problem. The fact that you can't be without a person on your side, hanging on you 24/7 is the problem. And that's maybe something you need to look into. But you are able to have joy without making, no matter what your circumstances is. It says you may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there's always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. So if you are the person who is currently in turmoil, you may have a blessing that's coming up real soon. Real soon. You may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there's always a higher purpose. Always. Last one. A message for you. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light and love. I feel like you're going to get a message from somebody. Taurus. There's a message coming, I feel. A message for you. Coming from someone else. They are thinking of you. And maybe at this very moment as we drop the cards. Oh, that's the wrong deck. That's not what I reached for. I reached for that. All right. Tell me a little bit more about this for Taurus, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We've got meditate and contemplate. New moon in Pisces. You might want to look up when the new moon in Pisces is. You might be receiving a message around that time. That would be in February, probably. And believe in the impossible. There is something that you think is not coming together that is actually coming together. Believe in the impossible. I really believe that this is telling me it's up to you. If you do not believe in the impossible, if you're the one that's saying they're not coming, forget it, Elsie, there's no way I'm going back, then this is not your reading. It's not you who I'm connecting with. The person I'm connecting with is the person who invites the message, the person who's manifesting the message, the person who has decided that even though there was turmoil, that it was worth it, and they're going to live in joy anyway, regardless of whether or not someone shows up. Meditate and contemplate. New moon in Pisces, and then we have the blue moon. Believe in the impossible. I don't even know when the blue moons come up. I do know it's once a year, but I don't know when. If you know, or if you find out, please leave that in the comments and I'll pin it so we can all see it. Give me more information about Taurus, please. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Three of Wands and the Strength. You need to have the courage to go, to move away, to turn away. You need to have the courage to stop giving so much of your attention to a situation that is outside of you, Taurus. It almost feels like a bit of ego that you feel the need to be seen, and that's the reason why I feel you want to go, why you're making the decision to go or reach out to this person is what I want to say. But I feel like you're supposed to focus on you, I really feel, at this time. Ten of Pentacles. You have to have the courage to wait, right? Courage to wait for what you want. Meditate and contemplate. New moon in Pisces. I feel like there's a message coming, Taurus. It might be either the new moon in Pisces or it might be around the blue moon, and I don't know when either of those things are. So I feel like you're supposed to be in the flow. We've got the fish here, right? Fishes. Some of you could have a Pisces moon. I know some of you do. You've said so in the comments. It feels like you are waiting to be seen. You're waiting to be realized as the long-term relationship. Someone's coming back, though. Someone who's been through a lot of stuff. Someone who has had a really hard time, Taurus. Someone who has the kudos of the peers. A lot of people like them. They're very charismatic. This is Leo again. Very charismatic. Someone who people look up to, could be the subject matter expert, but this person's coming back after having been through a really hard time. There's 6 and 3, which is 9. 9 wands tells me that somebody wants to drop their burdens. Somebody is coming back, and they're coming back out of regret or guilt or sadness. This person, I feel, is wondering if you still have any feelings for them, right? They're not looking at the 2 cups. It's almost like this person is scared to look at the 2 cups, Taurus. It's like they don't want to look at the 2 cups because they don't want to get attached to the 2 cups. They don't want to be hopeful about the 2 cups. It hurts them. They don't want to be hopeful about it. But it almost feels like somebody's charging in for victory here because they're regretful about things that have gone on in the past between you. You're hoping to be seen, and they're just hoping that they can get balance with you after hurting you quite a bit. That there was supposed to be some sort of a reunion or happiness here, and it's no longer there. We're dealing with swords now. We need justice. We need justice, and it has, at this point, nothing to do with emotions, because all we see here, the only cups we see here are the 5 cups, which is regret. Regret and sadness. Somebody's feeling bad that they spent time away. Somebody's feeling badly that they didn't come looking for you sooner. Yeah, they're coming back for sure. Someone's had a realization here that they want to have victory with you. Maybe you're the one that's in the 6 of Wands. Maybe this person sees everybody admiring you, and they want to admire you as well. Karma, justice, getting your way, things that are going right. I feel, Taurus, that if you are the one that's hoping for the long-term relationship, that I think somebody's coming back to talk to you about that. This person who has had some sort of awakening or realization that they want to have victory here with you. Somebody who's ready to make a decision about justice. So the justice could be things that are legal, of course, right? It could be that this person is sort of embroiled in a legal battle. That might be the reason why they are making the decision to leave. It feels like there's a lot of clarity here, and somebody here gets clarity about why they're feeling badly about what happened in the past, and that's why they're coming back. We have 6 and 2 is 8. They're coming back. They're communicating with you, and then they're going to come back. They need justice or balance with you. Yeah, somebody who's really been waiting for you, or you've been waiting for them. You've been waiting for them to make a decision about the happiness, about your happiness. That's a whole lot of power to give over to someone else. I'm just saying, and I think that's why this is here. You're allowed to be joyful even if someone doesn't pick you. Even if they don't pick you, you're allowed to be joyful in your own right. You're not always going to understand why things happen, but things always have a higher purpose. Maybe this person isn't good for you. Maybe it wasn't time. Maybe the bread wasn't cooked, right? Maybe it wasn't baked all the way through and you're going to get really sick if you try and eat it. I feel like that somebody had to go away and miss you in order to be able to come back. Tell me about the meditate and contemplate. You are thinking about the Emperor. You've been manifesting the Emperor. You might see the Emperor by the new moon. Maybe you are the Emperor. Maybe that's when you decide to take charge of your life, by the new moon in Pisces, because the new moon is all about new beginnings, right? There may be a new beginning with an Emperor. Or maybe the new beginning is you decide to take charge of your own joy and realize that the universe is not working against you, but working for you. There is a message coming here. It could be from an Emperor, though. Look at it from either way, right? I'm getting messages for a lot of people. And I know sometimes y'all say, it doesn't make sense, Elsie, but I do my best to stay on track because I'm getting a lot of messages. I'm trying to just give them to you as I can. So for some of you, you could be dealing with a Libra. You could be dealing with a Leo. You could be dealing with an Aries. Coming up in the future, please, for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. It's coming up for Taurus. So an opportunity to drop some burdens, Taurus. It's going to be a choice. I feel like you've decided that the blessings are going to be here, but you need to be able to be open as well. You can't have your face buried in all your problems and expect that things are going to work. It's time for you to drop the burdens. You can drag them off to the city if you want to, but you don't have to. You can put them down right where they are. You don't have to drag them around. I feel like there is a decision that you want to make regarding your happiness. It's like this, the 10 Wands is stopping you from the blessings. It's the barrier to the joy. It's the barrier to the message. It's like you have to do your part of it too, Taurus. You have to stop being defensive and saying no, and it's not coming, and I don't believe it. And, all the things that you tell yourself that you weigh yourself down with. I think you're going to make a choice to make a different decision or a different choice. You've chosen to love. It feels like you've chosen to just open your heart and surrender whatever it is to the universe. It's a decision to love. It's a decision to receive, I believe. Yeah, because she's holding the cup, but I feel as though she's ready to receive. But she is the feminine energy predominantly, right? This is masculine or feminine, but she is the predominant feminine energy. And I believe she's the yin, right? She's the one that's calling it in, or the one that is ready to receive it. Receive the message, receive the blessings, receive the feelings of joy. Regardless of the circumstances you find yourself in right now. I know it's hard to wait. Tell me about it. I know it. We all know it. You see it in the comments. We're all waiting. And, you really shouldn't be waiting. You really shouldn't turn yourself off to anything. Stop not going out. Stop saying no to the date. Stop saying no, can I take you out for coffee and get to know you? Just because you go out for coffee, it doesn't mean you got to marry them. It doesn't mean you got to fall in love. It doesn't mean that. It means that you're opening yourself up, you're dropping the burdens and making different choices about love. 7 of Cups, but I have someone in mind, Elsie. I have one particular person in mind. That's great, but what if that person's not for you? What if you're telling the universe that's what you want, but it's not coming? And if it's not coming after 10 or 15 years, chances are it may not, right? You have to come to terms with the one you picked maybe isn't the one. You're making a different decision. Maybe the person that shows up kind of feels like the person that you picked, but really isn't that person that you picked. Maybe the universe is sending you someone different. And until you become open and drop your burdens, you're not going to be able to receive it, any of it. Not the joy, not the blessings, not the person. You have one particular person that you're in love with, someone that you feel is your wish fulfillment, and it worries you. It worries you because you haven't heard from this person, because you are starting to not believe in magic. You're starting to not believe in miracles, that things can be possible. Believe in the impossible, it says. What is not impossible? What's not impossible is the person that you offered the cup to, the one that ignored you or nothing to you, that this person is going to be coming back. Because they actually are very attracted to you as well. They hold a torch for you. So I feel like the hermit energy on, it says here, believe in the impossible. I feel nothing's impossible without your spirituality intact. If you spend time alone, it's so imperative to spend time alone. Whether you're the mother with 6 kids, go to a hotel. Whether you're the father with six kids, go to the cabin. You need to have time to hermit. Think about yourself, journal, be within. You need to figure this out. Or I do believe that it's not for you. I believe that you have to do your part as well as this person doing their part. It's not always about them. It's about you maybe, dropping some burdens and changing your mind about the person that you thought that you were in love with. Maybe the person you're picking and you can't see what's going on behind the scenes. Maybe it's not for you. Someone's charging in. Who's that? Could be someone you worked with or someone who is working on themselves. Someone who's feeling kind of out of balance, Taurus. Someone who walked away from you is now coming back. Because this person who walked away realizes now that you are the 2 of Cups. That's 10 right there. This person isn't completely and terribly unhappy, but they realize that they're worth more. They realize their worth. They disconnect emotionally and they keep going. This person's coming back. Who are they? It's the soulmate, the person that you've known for a long time, the person that your hands have been feeling tied with. This person is having an ending and they are going to open up to you about wanting to have some sort of a new beginning or some sort of investment in you. I feel like you haven't been talking to this person. The Death card is here. That's going to end, but we have 5 Pentacles right here. So it feels like there's been silence with the Empress. There we go, 9 of Cups. Somebody feels that you are the wish fulfillment. Now, it feels like, I'm not saying that you're blocking anything here, but I'm saying that it's a good thing for you to turn your back on this whole situation and work on yourself. Because it feels like there are still some things that you need to work on. Stop telling the universe who you want. Surrender yourself and tell them, bring me what I need. Because you may be stopping your own blessings by saying, I want this person, that color hair, this time of day, this is their name. What if they're not for you? What if it's your decision and not what the universe thinks is best for you? Then you're just not going to be open to any changes. You have to be open to surrender, to changes. This person would do anything to surrender, right? They're going to drop the burdens. They don't want to be burdened anymore. They want to make decisions for their life. Yeah, you're not confused. You really are in love with this person. And I think that the person who you offered the cup to is coming back to you as the Emperor. It says here, meditate and contemplate. I think that's who you've been meditating about. And it says here, believe in the impossible. I think the impossible is that there's a very big connection here. And you think that it's done. It's not, though. Nope, I don't think that it is. All right, I'm going to go for now. Taurus, I'm going to leave this here. I will be back tomorrow for another reading. Love you guys, my bull gang. Let me know what you're thinking in the comments. And I'm going to go for now. Love you guys. Bye-bye.